It's Wednesday evening. You sit down to watch the new episode of Invincible. It's towards the end of the season and it's building towards a massive confrontation with Thrag. Maybe at this point you were kind of underwhelmed with his presence in the season, but after witnessing the death, power and sheer destruction that Thrag brings, as soon as the credits begin to roll, you turn around and ask yourself the question, how strong is this guy? And that's exactly what I want to cover today. How strong is Thrag? I'm going to discuss what we saw in today's episode, his destructive power, his durability, and at the end of the video, I'm going to put him on a tier list of the strongest Invincible characters and see where he lies. But before this episode, fans of Invincible were split. I saw so many videos of people having Thrag on Fraud Watch. They were kind of echoing the same sentiment as Oliver, like, yo, there's no way that Thrag lives up to the hype. But there were some people who always believed and knew that Thrag was that guy. So let me know in the comments, what side were you on? Did you think that Thrag was a fraud, or did you know what was up? Usually on this channel I cover anime, but after watching season 4 episode 7 of Invincible, I had to talk about it. I just had to rant about it. So if this is your style of content, feel free to subscribe. The episode begins with the main force of the coalition of planets heading to planet Viltrum to try and take out Thrag once and for all. There aren't many Viltrumites left, so they expect Thrag to not nearly be as heavily guarded, and if they can attack him all at once, they might be able to win and stop the Viltrumites forever. But when they arrive there, the Viltrumites aren't in retreat at all. They are there waiting for the smoke. Thrag floats in front of planet Viltrum and kind of just, aura farms for a while. While the brawl breaks out, Thrag watches and Space Racer shoots his Viltrumite piercing gun and Thrag doesn't get hit simply because he has too much aura. And he knew what he was doing there. Thrag, and he knew exactly what he was doing. He was edit farming. That's what he was doing. He knew he was going to be put in all the TikTok edits, so Thrag hit a little edit farm right there. Eventually, Nolan, one of the strongest Viltrumites that we have seen in the entire show, goes to fight Thrag, and Thrag dodges with incredible speed and punches Nolan with an earth-shattering punch, sending him crashing down onto the surface of the planet. Now, when Nolan fell down to the planet, his body began to burn up. And in order for something to burn up entering this is for Earth, the Earth's atmosphere, it needs to be moving at approximately 6,000 kilometers per hour. And Nolan hits the ground and he doesn't even have so much as a scratch, not a bruise, not even a nosebleed. Now, this is important to note because it shows the strength and the durability of the Viltrumite body. And we're going to get into a little bit later on what Thrag does to this nearly indestructible Viltrumite body. Now, after Thrag and Nolan have their talk, Thrag punches Nolan back up through the atmosphere and Nolan burns up once again. Now, this is an even more impressive feat than him being punched down, because when coming towards the planet Viltrum, he is being helped, or Nolan's fall speed is being helped by the gravitational pull of the planet. Now, for Thrag to punch somebody up fighting against the gravitational pull of planet Viltrum, again, if we bring it towards Earth, he needs to punch Nolan at a speed that causes Nolan to fly at about 40,000 kilometers per hour, which is about 7 times, a little bit less than 7 times the force that he needed to punch him down. Now, this makes a lot of sense why when punching him back up, he basically caused a natural disaster in the room he was going to punch in. He needed to generate the force to punch Nolan so he could move at 40,000 kilometers per hour. Like, guys, what are we talking about here, bro? That is insane strength. That is insane strength, but it's also insane durability from Nolan. Thrag then heads back up to space and absolutely brutalizes and disfigures Oliver. Mark then flies towards Thrag and announces that he killed Conquest and that he'll kill Thrag too. Then he hits Thrag with what we can only assume is his full might. And Thrag doesn't even attempt to block it. He tanks the full force of the punch with his hairline, and Mark actually hurts his hand. Thrag doesn't even get knocked back a little bit. And that goes to show the insane durability of Thrag. If you've watched Invincible, we know the absolute destructive output that even Mark, as a weaker half Viltrumite, can output. We know how strong Mark is, and Thrag tanks a full force punch. And I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, Mark wasn't punching at his full force. He literally watched Oliver, what he probably thinks in his mind, die. He probably thinks Oliver has just been killed by Thrag. So what reason would Mark have to hold back his punch? What reason? We can only assume Mark punched Thrag with all of his might. We saw the impact frame, everything, and it was nothing. He didn't even block it. He didn't even catch it. On his head. He then pimp slaps Mark, and he kind of doesn't really fight seriously up until we get the really cool scene of the destruction of planet Viltrum. Now, I don't even know how to quantify how durable the Viltrumite body has to be in order to destroy a planet, but I'm sure we can all agree it's pretty freaking durable. And in a fit of rage, Thrag rips the head off that exact Viltrumite body that we are describing. The same Viltrumite body that just tore through a planet, Thrag rips off the head as if it was paper. He then lunges his hand straight through Nolan, the same Nolan that survived a fall at 6,000 kilometers per hour and another one 40,000 kilometers per hour into the sky and didn't get so much as a nosebleed. Thrag just reaches right through him as if he wasn't even there. That is the pure power of Thrag. And it's also important to note, and I do feel like this was skipped a little bit and kind of not noticed by people when watching the episode, that when Thrag goes to rip off Theodos's head, Mark and Nolan don't even react to Thrag's movements. The speed that Thrag covers the distance from the meteor to the other three Viltrumites, Nolan, Theodos, and Mark, was so quick, and the animation doesn't do it justice. Theodos was the only person able to react. He wasn't able to move, but he was at least able to perceive what was happening. Thrag moved so fast, Mark and Nolan couldn't even perceive what was going on. His head was ripped off before they even knew it. Like, this whole video is just me glazing Thrag, bro. That boy moved quick, so quick. Go and watch the episode. When he flies towards him, Mark and Nolan are still looking this way, while Thrag is already ripped off bro's head. It's crazy. Now, this is a small little tangent from the main topic of how strong Thrag is, but I just want to quickly insert this right here, right? I do not understand. I do understand it, but I've seen Oliver get a lot of shit online because he keeps overestimating himself and underestimating the Viltrumites. Bro, Oliver ran up on Conquest, got smacked into the ground. He ran up on Conquest the second time, got bitch smacked again. And he ran up on Thrag. Oliver, when will you learn your lesson, bro? When will you learn your lesson, bro? You're not like that yet, bro. Slow down. Take it easy. Take a break. Like, this is a small segment. I just want to rant about Invincible Season 4. Let me know in the comments if you're enjoying the season. I think the season is good. I've talked about it on my stream many times. I'm very disappointed with the animation, especially knowing the budget that Invincible episodes get per episode and the quality of the animation. Like, bro, it feels like a good 70% of the animation is dead ass just PNG images like sliding around the screen like it's a PowerPoint, and it's quite frustrating. It's quite annoying, but the season is pretty good. Oliver was one of my favorite characters at the ending of season 3, and I understand that Oliver then and Oliver now, it's pretty much the same Oliver. He's grown physically because of his Thraxan half. But bro, Oliver, you gotta chill, bro. You got to chill, man. You gotta take a chill pill. What else did I want to? I'm just ranting, bro. I'm just yapping. What else did I want to talk about? Tech jacket. I don't know why Tech Jacket was involved. I mean, she's there, she's doing stuff, I guess, but if anyone should have been on Fraud Watch, it's not Tech Jacket. It's not Thrag, it's Tech Jacket. Put Tech Jacket on Fraud Watch. Yeah, anyways, back to talking about Thrag. It is nearly impossible to quantify the strength of Thrag. What I can say is that in the whole entire show, there is not a single person right now who can even hold a candle to him. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Thrag is by far the most destructive, the most aggressive, and the most dangerous force in the Invincible universe. Nobody can even get close to him. And for that reason, I'm putting him at S+ tier on the tier list. It actually makes me excited because I'm like, what are they gonna do? What are they actually going to do to stop Thrag? What can they do? I'm very, very excited. And if you're excited too, please let me know in the comments. If there's anything that I said in this video that you agree with, disagree with, again, put it in the comments. I like to read the comments and you know, engage with other people. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. And also, let me know if you want me to talk about more Invincible stuff. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this channel is primarily anime. It's pretty much an anime channel. So this is the first time I'm going to be talking about something that is an anime. So let me know how you feel about it. All right, that's it. Goodbye.